Okay guys, welcome back to On the Farm. Today's video is not going to be very enjoyable, at least for me. So these are two new calves. I used to have, let's see, that heifer and that heifer in here. They were the two calves in here. I moved them into here. They were being group fed on that panel over there with the milk bar. And I ended up picking up two more heifers from the same guy. I had cleaned these pins out, put some fresh bedding in there, and this one, I could tell she was a lot younger. This one was feisty, she drank fine, but this one, she didn't drink that well off the bottle. And this is, let's see, this is the beginning of day 3 that I've had them. So the first 2 days, it took her, I don't know, 30 minutes to drink a bottle, and I just thought that was because she didn't really know how. Anyway, this morning she wouldn't drink at all, and so I'm going to assume, well, you can see the streaks right there. I saw that she was scouring, so I gave her 2 scour pills like 2 days ago. Basically the day after I got her, I could tell she was scouring, so gave her those pills. She was pooping fine, so I thought she was fine, she was doing well, and then this morning her poop still looks fine. It's just she didn't want to drink, so I'm assuming she's dehydrated. Anyway, an easy way to tell is to pull on their skin, and you will notice, well, it's called tinting, whatever. If you pull on your skin, if it stays in place and it takes a while to form back onto your arm, you're dehydrated. Well, same for animals. Just pull up their skin. If their skin doesn't retract and go back to normal immediately, you have a problem. And if it takes longer than 6 seconds, calf's pretty much dead. I don't want to say she's for sure going to die, but in this calf, I know you can't see because of the fur, but it's sticking up there for about 3 seconds, so she's definitely not doing too well. I think she can get over it if I get her enough time, but anyway, we're going to tube feed her, and I'll show you the process. I'm not an expert. I have done this a few times, but if I've done anything wrong, just let me know in the comments, and I'll pin that comment so I don't mislead anyone else. So, and hopefully this helps someone else. If you're planning on raising bottle calves, you're pretty much going to have to do this no matter what. Last year I only had 14 and I had to do it to 1, and it's my least favorite part. Dehorning and tube feeding is my least favorite part of raising calves, but it's just something you gotta learn how to do. It's not enjoyable whatsoever for you or the calf. It's just something you gotta do, try to save the calf's life. So anyway, let's get into it. Here we have our water. This is just warm water. And then we have our tube feeder here. This has already been cleaned. It hasn't been used in a year at least. So yeah, it looks a little bit dirty. We've had this thing for who knows how many years. Probably should get a new one eventually, but this is what we're working with. And yes, you can buy electrolytes, and normally I would, just to add to this. But it's the weekend, store's closed, can't go there, so I should have had some on hand. Honestly, that's my mistake. But what we have here is a homemade version. This is just 1 teaspoon of low sodium salt, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, and then 1 packet of the fruit pectin. I think it's like 1 3/4 ounces. And anyway, so yeah, that's how you make this stuff. They also, from what I saw online, they also say you should add beef broth, but since it says calf, I do not plan on adding beef broth. It just seems like there's something wrong with that. This is what I'm gonna do. Got my water, and it is warm. Honestly, it wouldn't have to be normally. You can see that fizz there. Mix it up. That's why I've got my sleeves rolled up. It is just 30 some degrees out, but anyway, there's my stuff. Almost used it all. Okay, so here's the calf. Got 2 cameras rolling, so we'll see what I can do here. Gonna set that down. I need her to stand up. Now obviously she's not feeling good, so she's not gonna want to. Anyway, just pick her up, and then we'll need to push her back against the wall. Now, from what I've read and seen, if you're using an extended one, this should go from their nose to their elbow. That's as long as you would want it. So this is just perfect for most bottle calves. And if you're buying one of these, once again, it should come how it's supposed to. One of the other things, gotta make sure you do, you never wanna stick their head up like this, even though that may be easier. You think that might be easier to get it down their throat, but you're actually risking putting it down into the lungs. So what you wanna do, keep their head where it would normally be, and just stick this and you'll feel it, but they'll swallow, and if they swallow, you know you're in the right spot. And you can also feel down here, it'll be on their left side. You should feel this going down. So if you can't feel anything at all going down, you're going down to the lungs. You wanna pull it out and redirect it. So yeah, just feel on that left side of the throat. And if you don't feel this going down, there's a problem. You need to take it out immediately. So anyway, I'm gonna try to tube her right now. So once again, this is not enjoyable for me or the calf. So keep the head. Okay, there we go. Make sure I can feel it. Okay, I can feel it. That's down. And now I can turn this up. Unscrewed the cap a little bit, just so it'll let stuff go down. The more you fight with the calf, the harder it's going to be. She'll chew on it, which isn't good, but that's just what they do. And if you got it down in the lungs, the calf is dead. So you really want to make sure you got it in the right spot. Obviously, the calf's not going to like it either way, so sometimes it's kind of hard to tell where it's going. But as long as you feel that thing, you're fine. If you don't feel it, that means you're down the wrong pipe. So, and it's pretty hard to get it down into the lungs, honestly. Come on. It's pretty hard to get it down to the lungs because just the way their throat is set up. That's why you keep the head where it would normally be when you're putting it down. Anyway, it's almost there. This one's a little bit slow, should be quicker. So I definitely need to buy a new one, but hey now. Warm water isn't required, but helps that stuff mix in easier. And This is the first one I've had to tube feed so far, which is great because I honestly hate doing it. But like I said, if you're going to raise calves, or even if you're going to have beef calves on cows, you never know when you're going to have to do it, so you might as well learn. And make sure you learn the right way and don't try it without knowing what you're doing. So anyway, then I'm going to slowly pull it out. There we go. So just get the water and electrolytes in her, and hopefully she will be getting better soon. Calves like this, sometimes it's hard to really know for sure what the outcome's gonna be, but anyway, that's how you tube feed a calf. Once again, if you got down the lungs, she'd be hurting really bad right now, and she'd pretty much be on her way out if she wasn't out already. Anyway, easy way to tell if they're dehydrated: pull up the skin. They're gonna act sick. You can tell she doesn't feel very good. And when I came here, she didn't want to stand up. She just wanted to lay down. And anyway, now she's definitely got it back here. Her stomach's a lot more full. Anyway, that's how you tube feed a calf. I will make sure to give you an update on her, and show you what the outcome ended up being.